Imagine you just start getting into LEGO, and when you go to the LEGO store and buy a bunch of sets that you really want, they hand you a cool little set for free with your purchase. Imagine how much of an unexpected surprise that is. This is what happened to me. I can't remember what I bought, but I remember getting that Batman polybag with the 2 random Batman minifigures. I was so happy for getting something extra for just buying something I already wanted. I felt special, and I started to see LEGO on a whole different level. Dopamine and serotonin was running through my brain, forming a loyalty with the brand. Eventually, over time, this strong loyalty would cause me to be blind to excessive spending and to look past things that LEGO does that would be considered shady. I just didn't realize how strong marketing is on the human psyche. What I wouldn't really be aware of for quite a while is, LEGO did realize this, and they poured a lot of money into it. The average LEGO group salary ranges from approximately $92,000 per year for digital marketing to $219,000 per year for director of marketing. And LEGO spends millions of dollars every year in commercials, ads, etc. LEGO, like most bigger companies that can afford a good marketing team, knows how to hook in customers beyond just making a good product. They know how to manipulate emotions, get those brain juices flowing, and create loyalty. They know how to do it quite well, and as a matter of fact, LEGO has done it in ways I have not seen any other company do. Now, is this a bad thing? I honestly don't know. I feel there's a lot of gray area involved in much of this subject. Some will argue they are doing nothing wrong or illegal and it's just standard business practices. LEGO is just a company making sure that they stay in business and prep for their future projects. Okay, I hear you, but gift with purchases are a marketing tactic first and foremost, so the spend threshold is determined by what their salespeople have decided what will motivate people the most for the most purchases. Also going into this specific part are a few different factors. Is there a particular theme being sold at that moment, and does that determine the size and scale of the gift with purchase? What age demographic is it geared towards? Will it be a basic gift with purchase or something that will create hype or FOMO? There's a big difference between getting a poly bag that will be at Walmart next month and an exclusive set that might be worth hundreds of dollars later on. Retailers usually offer these promotions for a short time and with limited quality. Labels such as "while supplies last" and "limited time offer" signal exclusive and urgency, prompting the customers to take advantage of these offers as soon as possible. Let's rewind a second.
Let me run that back for you.
I mentioned about that feeling when you go to just buy something and that LEGO store employee hands you that gift with purchase with a smile. That warm and fuzzy feeling is so damn good. And it still is in a way. Just not the special way it was. Let me explain, because I do still love getting them. However, I can't help but see things differently over the years. This is where the conversation goes into different directions for people. First off, I acknowledge there is a personal responsibility and accountability for the consumer. People need to be realistic about how much money they make and how much they can spend. And I also acknowledge LEGO is part of capitalism. What is capitalism? Capitalism is an economic system in which profit-driven private actors rather than the government control economic activity. The laws of supply and demand drive the production and pricing and distribution of goods and services. Although you'll find elements of capitalism in most economies around the world today, no purely capitalistic society has ever existed. Now, there are pros and cons to capitalism, but I love capitalism myself. It allows us to have all the LEGO sets that we have. But like I said, LEGO is not committing any crimes, and it is not responsible for your bad shopping habits. Now that I've washed the hands of LEGO of any guilt, let's talk about gift with purchases and marketing a little bit more in depth and find out where the line is blurred at them making money and them giving back to the fans. Part of the reason my view changed is when they removed the calendar. Not that calendar. No, not that calendar either. No. Damn it, Brandon. Yes, there, that one, yes, thank you. You can see from these examples that LEGO used to help us to be able to plan out a spending plan of attack. Now, why would they take that away? It wouldn't be to confuse us, to make us spend feverishly and more off the cuff. Maybe, maybe not. Moving on. How about creating the gift with purchase? What does that cost LEGO? Well, LEGO doesn't make certain costs public, and it's not really clear what the cost of a single brick are without accounting for the rest of the infrastructures, of the company. The only reason there is a dedicated price to them is in case there is a return, and probably also for tax purposes. But the actual cost to make it is something way different. That being said, I don't think it costs them that much at all in the short term due to a limited run. Most of them are not high piece counts or new molds. In the long term, they make out in leaps and bounds. Gift for purchases most definitely drive up sales, and like I mentioned earlier, creates loyal fans with blind faith in LEGO intentions and justifications for the insanity they call prices. Next is hype, FOMO, completionist mindsets, and unnecessary spinning it creates. I won't release my statement about personal accountability from earlier, but there is no doubt the control clever marketing can have over the human psyche. People are impressionable, and LEGO uses many tactics for this. There's gift with purchases, as we were discussing, but there's also things like insider points, the land members pushing the product, general group mindset, and the premium tag. But we are just talking about how the gift with purchases pull you into spending. The rest of the stuff, can be discussed in another video. But let me give you an example. Here's the gift with purchase Houses of the World 1. Pay attention to that number. This set was a gift for purchase that released in January 2023 with a threshold of $250. Now, in my personal opinion, LEGO had gigantic balls to be doing this. Why they did this threshold is beyond me, but it worked. They sold out quickly. A funny side note, when researching for this video, I had forgotten all about Nobody in Land had any specific info when they received these sets to review. They didn't know what the threshold was. I believe it was like that with at least one or maybe some of the others. Premium, everybody. Now, it would be one thing to think it's wild to do what they did with that one gift with purchase. In March, we received Houses of the World 2, the sequel. Again, a $250 threshold, again, sold out quickly. In August, we received Houses of the World Part 3. Again, $250. Again, gone with the wind. In October, we received Houses of the World Part 4. 250 duckies and gone. Are we seeing a pattern here? That's 4 gift with purchases with a $250 threshold in 1 year. And now, moving into 2023, we've already had 2. Editing Brandon here. Sorry, there is 2 gift with purchases that were $200 so far this year, and that was the micro rocket launcher and then the flower shop. My bad. This is a marketing tactic in creating a completionist mindset, combined with FOMO. Now I hear some of you out there saying, Hive, you can get these on the aftermarket cheaper. Yes, but 1, that isn't releasing LEGO off the hook in this video. So, while I do agree with you, for the sake of my video and my point, I don't care. 2, some gift with purchases can get costly on the aftermarkets, and even ones that aren't extremely expensive, most are still more than what they're worth. And it really hurts if it is a theme that you love very much. People aren't made of money, everybody. So let's talk about something else that I've and others have noticed changing with gift purchases over the years. The rising price threshold. You can see here in just 19 months the trend going upwards. And this is just 19 months. I imagine we will see one very similar for the future, with even the smaller sets will have that higher dollar amount attached to what you need to spend. Also, the amount of gift for purchases being made have increased very, very much. Hey everybody, Editing Brandon here again. I just wanted to say that the first gift with purchase was a 5-piece Duplo set and Pampers. Yeah, it was Pampers diapers in 1982. But just for the sake of time, I'm going to start in 2009. Just wanted to clarify. All right, back to the video. In 2009, there was 12 gift with purchases. 10 years later, there were 36. Let's continue down memory lane, shall we? In 2020, 11 more sets at 47. In 2021, they lightened up a little bit with 46. 2022, they weakened even more with 44. But in 2023, they picked up the pace back with 51. And I can only imagine 2024 is gonna be a winner as well. This has also allowed many times to stack gift with purchases, enticing us even more to spend that extra money, and normally for stuff that is just ridiculous and we don't even really need anyways. It's just the enticement of getting more stuff. So what is the takeaway here? Why is LEGO doing this? Do you think they love us so much that they want to give us even more gift with purchases with our orders? Or do you think that LEGO is getting greedy by flooding us with these things to keep us chasing the calendar and buying either extra LEGO or buying LEGO when you wouldn't even need to in the first place? Is LEGO accountable for any of this? Or is it all fair in love and LEGO? I think like most things with LEGO, it started out as a balance of both. But LEGO saw how much sales were increased because of it. I'm sure that data went into creating the VIP section as well, and giving away sets to land members to review to the masses. I'm quite certain they saw these things as a great way to pull in people and create loyal fans. Before I end this video, let me say that many companies have gift with purchases. This is nothing new. The cosmetic industry is absolutely famous for it. The difference is that normally they are only a small sample of the original product. generally they don't go up in value or become sought after as collectibles. I mean, I know there is a market, and I'm sure there's an aftermarket as well. And look, I don't know this aftermarket. I'm sorry, I didn't really do any research as far as the cosmetic stuff goes, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments if it's the same retrospect as, you know, Lego investing and flipping Lego or the return investments. It does not seem to me that it's on the same scale and scope as what Lego does, or even how often they do it. I'm sure some of you will tell me I'll complain if they stop giving them away. And to that I say yes, you're right, I will complain. Yeah, it's just in my nature. But I wanted to talk about this and hopefully gain a better understanding of what it's all about. I just never felt like it was just about like, hey, we got a gift to purchase because we bought this stuff. I hope this was entertaining for you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't and you think I suck, well, I still appreciate your time, so thank you very much. If you did like this video, my channel, my content, please consider liking the video and subscribing. I hope all of you stay safe out there. Peace out.